Hello and welcome back to Strongwoman High's Dash. Life is a mishmash. Today we have my favourite spaghetti girl, the girl with a fringe. It's Emily Watkinson on the show. Welcome to the show, Emily.
Hello. I knew you were going to say that. She's like the bendy piece of spaghetti.
It's honestly probably my favourite thing I've ever said about somebody on commentary duty.
Still haunts me. Just anything to shoulder just haunts me now. Ban anything to shoulder.
You were the bendiest piece of spaghetti. We'll go into that in a minute. We'll go into why we called you a spaghetti girl anyway. Right. Well, do you want to give a brief introduction to everybody on the pod, who you are, what you're all about, that type of stuff?
Yep. So I'm Emily Watkinson. Usually an under 73 natty, not 73 at the moment, off season, isn't it? Day job, I'm a registered veterinary nurse, so I get to see lots of animals. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's a simple life.
Strong man, animals, nothing else.
Strong man and animals. Get up, go to work, train, go to sleep, and eat.
Hell yeah. How long have you been doing Strongwoman then?
I'd say properly, like the last 2.5 years since I've been with Chloe. I dabbled in it a bit before. I did a bit of like powerlifting and strongman at the same time. Strongman's obviously much better. So yeah, I'd say properly the last 2.5 years with Chloe.
Yeah, cool. And how long had you been training prior to that then?
Do you know what? I can't remember. Probably like not even a year. I think I did like program only with Rihanna Lovelace for a bit. Did like a beginner's comp. That's how I first got into strongman. So yeah, then I found Chloe and it was like, she's the coach for me.
Hell yeah, she's such a good coach, isn't she? It's class that. Do you have a sporting background then, or not really?
Well, unless I used to do a lot of dancing. I used to want to do musical theatre as a career, so I did like 2 or 3 dance classes a night, 5 nights a week.
Nice.
And I went to the gym originally with a friend from dancing because she went with like a boyfriend. It was a real like dodgy, proper old school gym, like above a Wilkinson's. All the machines are falling apart. We were like, what, 14, 15? All these like massive meatheads clearly on gear who were just like, oh fucking hell. Yeah, we'd gone to go like just try and get a bit fitter for dancing, and I just kind of like then started kind of going by myself. I only really knew like squats and deadlifts at that point, and obviously like bicep curls and stuff. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I was deadlifting like every fucking day. And then one guy came up to me and was like, have you tried powerlifting? So I kind of researched powerlifting, and it kind of just kind of went from there, really. Sacked off the dancing and was like, yeah, this is more me. But like at school and stuff, I was always like, I was like PE was my favorite, class. Like I was on the football team, the cricket team, rounders team.
Hell yeah. So you've always been fairly sporty then. It's not like you've just come out of nowhere, is it? Like you've always been dabbling in bits and pieces here and
dabble. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm an elite athlete. I mean, I feel like there will be a time when I will suddenly come out of nowhere. They're like, oh, so that one with fringe, look at her now, she's a beast. That's the aim anyway.
I feel like you're nearly there, mate, to be honest. You're very close to that point. I feel like you've made a bit of a dint this year, for sure.
As long as I don't keep getting injured, we'll be right.
Welcome to Strongman.
And sciatica is kicking my ass, literally.
Oh, the bad times.
So,
welcome to the bad back club. It sucks.
Hey! Does it ever get better? Is this my life now?
Don't ask me that question. We don't answer those questions. We don't talk about future back pain. We just pretend it doesn't ever happen.
Okay.
Don't need to worry about that.
All right.
There's always a stopping point, surely.
I've still got both biceps, though, so I'm on a win there.
Yeah, you're doing better than me, so that's all that matters, isn't it? Fuck
Yeah.
it. We'll go quickly into the spaghetti gate. Why we called you a bendy piece of spaghetti as well. So I think it was England's UK,
It was
the Natty
England's, UK,
England's
and
last year.
not yeah, because obviously this year was earlier
Yeah,
this year before. I feel like
yeah.
I need to find the photo. Um, so it was the first year of the bloody Trump selection, wasn't it? Trump weight options.
Mm,
And this was the second to last event. It was sandbag to shoulder, and I was sitting in eighth. Um, and it was either 60 or 80 kilograms, I think. And I know that in training, I was getting the 80 to like that here, just in that last pop. So
yeah.
I was like, fuck it, come on, let's go for it. Um, so I went full on balls to the wall thinking, let's do hey, I found it. I found it.
Class.
Oh, hang on. The moment my life flashed before my eyes.
It's such a good photo, that. Such a good photo.
Should I put hang on, should I put the video on? I think it could probably hear you, wouldn't it?
See if we see if we can see it.
We can try, if not, you can edit out, can't you?
One exhale. On and down. Just like a bunny to the
She's down, just like a
So
bendy
funny.
piece of spaghetti, she's fine. Yeah, so I was like, let's do the 80. And then it sucked my soul and all my energy that then I just fucked around with the 60 and ended up fucking zeroing it. So I'd gone from being eighth and maybe almost getting myself up to the top six to then just being like rock bottom. I was like, fuck.
Fuck's sake. What a nightmare. I tell you what, though, that was impressive. It's impressive that you had that fall and still did not injure yourself. Like, you've got them young person ligaments, you. Like, if that had been me, I'd have lost probably both biceps and my fucking back.
Yeah, and then now I try and deadlift and now I'm riddled with sciatica. So,
All fun and games, mate. All
but
fun and
I'm,
games.
I mean, he probably won't listen to this podcast, but I'm blaming Mark Felix.
Mark Felix, why?
Yeah. So the Together We Lift charity events.
Oh, yeah.
So it was one of them at my gym back in April, and he was teaching the deadlift station. But I was recovering another injury. I dislocated my thumb twice. So
Oh,
I had
God.
a torn ligament in my hand, so I couldn't grip anything. So I hadn't really trained anything that involved grip, such as deadlift. Because I had to wear a cast on my hand, so I couldn't even do finger grip. So I hadn't really trained deadlifts, or definitely not peaked them heavy, anything like that. Anyway, so yeah, it came to the together lifts. My hand was getting better. It wasn't in a cast anymore. I was just straight taping it up and stuff. Anyway, I was warming up the deadlifts with Mark Felix. I think 100 move like butter. I can't remember what the exact weights were now, but I was like, oh, let's go 110. And he was loading the plates. And then I think I realised he'd put on like 130 or something stupid. Like, I don't think he did the maths right. And he'd given me like a pointer. I can't remember what it was. That like I just didn't do the deadlift how I'd normally do it, how I know it works for me. So it was
Mm.
too heavy than what I wanted, hadn't peaked it, tried to pull it a different way, but I just couldn't get it off the floor. And at the time I didn't think anything of it. And then like I just started getting this searing pain in my lower back. And then I was like, oh fuck, I fucked my back. But me being me carried on with the whole charity event, and the next station was sandbags. And because this was before, like 4 weeks before the Natural Strongman 4 Nations, I was like, I need the sandbag practice with proper sandbags. So here I was with like a fucked back, like picking up like 70-kilo bags and running with it. Full well knowing it was hurting. I was like, oh, I really probably stop now. But then it was like the tandem deadlifts, which is the whole point of like the Together We Lift events. And Desi was there from HSC, and we were like in the run up, we're like, yeah, let's go 300 plus. Let's show them how it's done. And I was there trying to do it with Desi, and I was just like, I can't, my back, it hurts. I was like, I'm so sorry. So I had to tap out. And literally that evening, I was a cripple. It's the point was like I couldn't even like get my socks on. I had to
Oh,
like
oh
lay on the
no.
floor on my back to lift my leg up to get my sock on. I had to call in sick to work because I couldn't fucking move. So
Oh
yeah,
no.
it got better, and then at Four Nations, it just went again trying to do the log, and I was heartbroken because I fucking love log. I'd done a beautiful set in my warm up. Someone had commented how lovely of a split jerk it was. Went out there, pulled my back, picking up 55. I was like, no. I was like, damn it.
Bastard. Bloody Mark Felix.
Mark
Should
Felix, of all people.
stick to what he's good at. Grip instead of deadlifts. Fuck them deadlifts off,
His
Mark
hands
Felix.
are massive.
Cheeky.
I did like my hand next to his hand, and it was massive.
Yeah, he has got just huge hands. No wonder he's so fucking good at grip, isn't he? Like, to be fair, my hands are pretty big, but like his are huge, aren't they? Jokes.
Ginormous. He's a
Yeah.
gentle giant, though, really, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, we can blame him for you hurting your back, but we also, like, it's sad to blame him, and he's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
He would have meant that.
No.
He's just terrible at maths, isn't he?
Just terrible at maths. And I'm terrible at deadlift, so we each other out.
A terrible combo.
Honestly, it's a love-hate relationship with deadlifts. Like, it's probably one of my worst lifts compared to like everyone else, like in the 73s. And just even like people in like lighter weight categories can deadlift more than me. And I'm just like, where do you start?
Mate, welcome to my life. Literally, my entire strongman career has been built on the fact that I am shit at deadlifts. Like, you can do pretty well on it. Just keep fucking it off, mate. I'm
Just
6
keep
years in
trying.
and it's still shit.
Hey. Oh, but you're filling me with hope then that it gets better.
Oh yeah, it gets so much better. Nah, it does. I mean, I've built my deadlift's coming up now. Like, my goal for the next year is I'm gonna try and pull that 200 raw at Natty England's. That's my plan. I would love to do that. I feel like that's my next like big thing to try for. So if my back can fucking hold out till then, that would be ideal. But we'll just see. Like, if it takes 6 years, it takes 6 years. If it takes 7, it takes 7, doesn't it? Like, it'll be well be.
It'll be. You got to enjoy the journey, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. You just can't rush these things. There's no point in rushing it. It doesn't help. It makes it worse. Right. Let's get into the podcast then. Talk a bit more about you. Anyway, so what has been your Strongwoman high, Emily?
I mean, I just said how much I hate deadlifts. Actually, one of my strong highs is going back to England's last year was the deadlift. So it was the deadlift ladder, and it started with 140 on the axle. And my PB from at max up at that point was 120. So it was, if I was going to get it, it was going to be a 20 kilogram PB. And in the warm ups, I couldn't even get like 115 off before. So I was like, fuck it, that's it, it's done, can't do it, don't go out. Chloe was like, no, you can do it, talk me into it. And I just remember going out, and then I just kind of blacked out, if I'm honest. I remember taking my time strapping in, because I was like, I've got a full minute here, get the straps where I want them, blah, blah, blah. And then next minute, I know, I'm at the top of the deadlift and Luke's going down. I'm like, fuck, I did
What
it.
have I just done?
And I could literally just hear Chloe in the background like, yes! So then obviously went to go again. I think I got it off the floor, but I was just like, obviously knackered. But like, from going from telling myself, yeah, nah, I can't do it. There's no way I'm going to pull a plus 20 kg PB. I can't even pull 115 in the warm-up area. To going out there and pulling it and just like surprising myself. And like I got like watched the video back, and like there's a lady in the background, and like even she's got like staring at me, And then when I'm at the top, even she's like, "Yay!" Just like to see other people's reaction. Um, and then obviously like Chloe's reaction as well, was meant to say. So it's nice to have a coach that celebrates with you and like is proud of you and things like that.
Hell yeah. And I think as well, coming from like having such a struggle with deadlifts for like a long period of time to then getting those like not so much random PBs, because I think they're hard earned, they're hard like fought for,
Yeah.
aren't they? And like sometimes you just need that like the right environment, the right crowd, the right people around you, and you do just surprise yourself and get them. But that's like such a rewarding journey, isn't it, as well? And then to be able to share it with those people around you who also know how much that means to you as well. It's just fucking awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I definitely, well, like most people, thrive better in that comp environment to really push yourself. Like, I'm always nervous at first, like, but like it's the good nerves, the nerves you need. And then, like, once first event's out the way, you're like, right, we're on a roll now.
Yeah.
Um, and then, yeah, it just set me up for the rest of the comp. I was like, oh my God, if I can do that, like, what else can I do? Just not the sandbag
Hell
to
yeah.
shoulder.
We don't need to worry about that. But the sandbag shoulder was at least just a comedy moment.
Yeah,
we don't we don't mind about that. It's all experience, isn't it? But yeah,
it
that deadlift, I
it
remember
is.
seeing that.
Yeah.
It was absolutely sick, that deadlift. It was so good.
Yeah.
Hell
And
yeah,
then
brother.
very similar was England's this year as well, was the farmers. Again, I was struggling with it in warm-ups. In training, I mean, what was it for us? Was it 85 per hand? Or was it 80? Something like that. I can't remember. I think it was 85 for 73s. Um, I was struggling just to make 10 meters or even pick up the weight. So for me to pick up the 85 was just going to be a PB. And of course, we had to do the bloody 4 laps of 10 meters. And again, completely surprised myself that I did it without like any drops in between. Um, if you watch the video, like the last 3 or 4 steps, I'm like proper stumbling. It is like slipping out my fingers. I remember Panda was there, and I just remember like rugby tapping her of like, I fucking did it, like flicking my belt off. I was just like, yes. Because I was just like, went into it being like, oh, again, like, am I going to do this? Because you feel like you embarrass yourself if you can't do it, especially when you're the first out, because you know, like,
Yeah.
you came last in the event before as well. It's like, oh, everyone's going to go like real fast after me. I'm going to keep dropping it. But then again, I can't, not like blacked out, but there's that, like, I was that in the zone that I think at least with moon events, it's like the sooner it's done, the sooner it's over. Especially like
Yeah.
grip events when your hands are slipping, it's like just fucking get there and do it. Um, but yeah, that was another moment of like again something I never thought I'd be able to do. I did it, and it was like, okay, what can I do now? What's next? And guess
Yeah.
what was next? Bloody rubber stone to shoulder, and I zeroed that.
Nah, not the
anything
fucking rubber stones.
anything to shoulder and then bastard stones. No, yeah, I had a right fanny with them because obviously they were few and far between of where they were at gyms. So in the run up, I was traveling like an hour and a half every weekend to a different gym to go train on them. I just
Mm.
couldn't for the life of me get it when I first got it. And I remember like messaging Chloe like, fuck this, I'm gonna pull out, can't do it, can't do anything, blah de blah. And I think I got the 70 to chest a few times. So like, again, that in itself is a PB.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, that's all that matters. Like, I think for some stuff, especially when you're first starting out, like you're 2 years into competing, like there's going to be comps that you go to where you're going to zero stuff. Like, fucking hell, I'm 6 years in, I still go to comps and zero stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it's just how it goes, isn't it? But I think counting your personal PBs along the way is super important. And then when you do get those moments that you surprise yourself and you're like, fucking hell, that went well better than I expected. It's all like constantly going, yeah, that's good. This is good stuff. Like it's good. Oh God, what's the word? My brain's gone. My brain's dead today. I have no idea what it is. It's like good praise. You know what I mean? Like it's good things
Yeah.
happening which keep you sort of going, oh yeah, this is all right actually. And if you focus on those little PBs, like saying, oh well, I didn't get the rubber stone shoulder, but I got it to my chest a couple of times. Like that's fucking well better than I thought I'd be able to do. Like might have zeroed the event, but it's still a win in like your personal goals, isn't it?
Yeah. And, like, I know Clara will probably laughing if she hears this because I'm the worst person for telling myself, like, I'm my own worst enemy. Like, I'll say that I'm rubbish and that constantly compare myself to everyone else. Um, that yeah, she was like, "See, you can be positive about yourself."
Yeah, it's really hard. I think that negative self-talk as well is like an interesting point. Do you feel like you've always been quite like that, or do you think that's like a bit of a like new thing with just strongman where you've sort of been like quite negative about what you're doing?
Um, I think it's definitely it's something I've had, like, not just in strongman, and like I have it in other areas of my life as well. But I think, like, I think since starting strongman, that's probably like made it worse because I feel like, well, if they can do it, I should be able to do it. Like, or it's like, well, I've been doing strongman longer than them. But then like they're lifting more than me, and I'm like, well, how does that work? I've been doing it, or like, it's never like a, oh, I want to be better than them. I should be better than them. It's like, why aren't I as good as them? Like, I've been doing it as long as them, or longer than them. It's like just like the science of my little brain saying you're not good enough when I know I am, because you need to keep looking back at how far I've come. But yeah, my
Yeah.
little brain is just telling me like I'm never good enough.
Yeah,
But
it's really difficult that.
that's the sport in it. Like you're never happy because you might have got a PB, but you're like, right, okay, next, let's make it heavier. Let's add another 10 kilos, and like you're still
Yeah.
chasing to be better, aren't you?
100%, and I think it's finding that, like, middle ground of where you're chasing to be better and you're always, like, you're never fully content with your PBs because you know there's always more in the tank, but then it's also being able to, like, respect how far that you've come and not comparing yourself to other people's journeys. Because 'cause I've had this loads where, like, I look at people, I'm like, "Fucking hell, I should be as good as you, like, why am I not? Why is my deadlift still at fucking, like, 160 and, like, you
It's
can still
really
pull over
hard, isn't
200? Like,
it?
this is well
Yeah.
annoying." But I need to think, no, like that's just my personal struggle. And what I have to think to myself is, yeah, but I might not be great at that one thing, but I'm really good at this. So like I'll be buzzing about this instead. Do you know what I mean? And try and change the way that you're talking about yourself and you're talking to yourself to make it more of a positive and make it into more of like a challenge of like, right, we did a little bit shit. What are we going to do about it then? Like, let's have a look. Let's put some plans in place. Let's try and make it better so that I don't compare myself to other people and I don't think it's as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm always like, right, what are the weaknesses? Where can we work? But then sometimes I feel like it's like that one step forward, you're getting somewhere, and then like something happens. It's like, oh, you get injured, or I don't know, something in life happens. You're like, oh, gotta start again. But like we said earlier, it's that process, isn't it? Like you got to enjoy the journey rather than just the end goal, because life still goes on at the end of the day. If you
Yeah.
win, if you lose, like you still got to get up and go to work the next day. You're not just miraculously like the big guns, like or lifting 5'10" and winning however much you won, and like his claim to fame, even though it was famous before anyway. But like, I'm just little Emily. I just get up and go to work.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean though. You've got to like enjoy the journey, haven't you? Because I think because Strong Woman and Strong Man is so small, you get these grand ideas of like that if we win this or if you do that or if you get to that comp, your life's going to be different. And realistically, it's not. It's not even for the 1% in Strongman. It's like the 0.01% in Strongman have made money, and
I
mostly
know.
not in even in Strongman. They've done it somewhere else, and then but they still do this because they enjoy it. And you think, well, if there's no way I'm going to make money out of this or make this a lifestyle or my life's going to drastically change because of it. So I just need to enjoy it because otherwise, if I'm not enjoying it, what's the fucking point?
Yeah, exactly. Because there's been times where I've been there, like crying in the gym, being like, "Why am I here? Why am I bothering? Like, I'm here trying my hardest, and I'm not getting any better." And you just like I said, you just question your life choices. But then, like, I think there is more highs than there is lows. So that's kind of what you got to remember. Because like it is a choice at the end of the day, whether you do it or not. And yeah, there's the days where you don't enjoy it, but there's probably more that you do and it outweighs it. Because
Yeah.
like the community, like the people you meet, the friends I've made, um, like they're all like positive aspects of it as well.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I totally agree. And I think when you get into those like little ruts of like, oh, this is a bit shit, like I'm not enjoying myself, I'm like struggling along with it, just taking a step back. Like I've taken a massive step back recently, and I've been training a couple of times a week, just doing strength training, but like I'm focusing on something else. I'm focusing on a bit of running, but something a bit different. And now I found myself wanting to do strongman again. I'm like, oh fuck. I see someone training log
Yeah,
in the gym, and I'm like, oh, I want to do that. And then I'm like, nope, no. You've told yourself you're having a break. You're having a fucking break, mate. Like you have to wait. Like, and now I know that I've signed up for like Natty England's. I'm like, oh, maybe I should start training for those events. And I've literally set myself a deadline of I'm not training anything for that before December. So, but now because I've set myself that like going, right, well, you're being a bit of a bellend about this hobby, so you're not allowed to do it now for a little bit. Now I know that I want to do it still because I'm like, I'm itching to get back into it, itching to go back towards it and do it. So I think sometimes just taking yourself out of it and setting yourself a boundary, being like, right, well, if you're going to be a bellend about that, then you're not allowed to do it for a bit. Then treat yourself like a child.
yeah. Well, that's kind of me at the moment because obviously I'm struggling with my back. I'm like on lower back gel, so trying to rehab that and just doing like a lot of accessory work. And I do actually quite enjoy hypertrophy work. But then like you said, the log is just staring at me in the gym. It's like, me up, split jerk me. I'm just like, stop looking at me. I'm not
I
allowed.
can't, not yet.
And like as you say, like I'm seeing on Instagram already people training like the England's events, and like I'm starting to panic. I'm like, I'm injured and can't train it, and I'm like, these people are getting better already, and like I still haven't even signed up to the comp yet, and I'm already panicking that like telling myself I'm not good enough because I've not even started training in it yet. And like I have this joke with Chloe that
No.
like she'll be like, the comp is years away yet, years. She's like, there's ages. It's like what, 5 months away. And I'm like, no, Chloe, it's tomorrow. We need to do it now. And she went,
Yeah, but we literally had that conversation the other day, me and Chloe, about it, and she was saying like, "What? When are you going to start training for it?" And I said to her, I was like, at the earliest December, and even then, I probably won't start properly until January, because otherwise, again, I know what'll happen is I'll start training early for it. I'll be sick as fuck by the time it gets there. I
yeah,
won't want to do it anymore. So, yeah, it's difficult finding the right sort of like time frame to start preps in, but I'm a big believer. 8 weeks and under, mate. 8 weeks and under. There's no need for any
plenty of
more than
time
that.
then.
We've got fucking loads of time. You can enjoy your Christmas and then start prepping after that. Fuck this. I'm not wasting time doing that right now.
So when it comes to December, I'll be like, have you started prep yet? And you were like,
I'll be like, no. Oopsie. My best one is that I'll leave it until about 2 weeks before, and then I'll be like, ooh, I'm sure I had something to do. Oh, I've got to train for England's events. Fuck. But
yeah.
at least they're easy events, aren't they? They're straightforward, simple events next year. So it should just be a bit crack, shouldn't it?
They are, but then the farmer's ladder really like, it got me thinking of every which way possible. I was like, what size plates are they going to be? How are they going to be laid out? Are they going to be like all
Yeah.
stacked up? Are they all going to be flat? Do I need to practice several different ways of loading the bloody farmers? It was just like, I just overthink everything. So it was just like over
Yeah.
catastrophizing. How am I going to train that? Like you say, I've seen people training it already. I'm like, I'm not in there. I'm not doing it yet. I'm not getting any better. Panicking.
I know. It's so hard. I forgot all about that. Yeah, we're gonna have to change the weights on the fucking day, aren't we? Oh my god. I'd just rather do the heavier one the whole way. I wonder if that's an option. If I can just say it, might be like, can we just do the starting heavier one for every single lap, and then
Well,
I don't
yeah.
have to do that because like I can't be asked chewing around fucking about with them plates. I'd rather just do the heavy one the whole way.
Yeah, it's not a race of how fast you can farm this and grip. It's a race of how fast can you load plates. So
Yeah.
if you've had experience being a loader at a comp, I think you're at an advantage because you've done that all day at a comp, so you're on it.
Yeah, that's a very fair point, actually. Yeah, you've been practicing, haven't you? Maybe that's what people need to do. They need to volunteer at more comps and help out.
I mean, like, if it's gonna be bumpers, they're gonna need a hell of a lot of bumpers for, like, 3 laps each. But, like, could you, like, frisbee it? You know, like, and just hope
Mm,
that they land on the pins?
yeah, that would be a good way. My biggest concern is if they're flat to the floor and I can't get them off the floor.
Yeah,
They're just stuck
yeah.
there, and I'm just like pushing it round on the floor, like, no, I can't get my fingers under it.
And then I'm thinking again, like, how are you gonna train that? I was like, I don't even think my gym has enough 5 kilo plates to practice that.
No, I just can't
Uh,
be arsed. I can't be arsed. I'll deal with
just
that in
wing it on
December. That's not a now
wing it
problem,
on
is it? We've
day.
got a few months. We've got a few months to sort of deal
We've
with
got
that bullshit.
years! It's
We've
ages
got
away.
years. We've got years. Don't need to worry about that now.
Oh dear.
Right, well, let's move on then and ruin the good vibes and do your strong woman low, shall we?
Aye. Um, I mean, pretty much already covered them really. It's that sense of when you get injured and you can't train what you want to train and you feel like you're losing strength and like, fitness and stuff, seeing everyone on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, posting their videos, making new PBs, getting faster or whatever. And it's that fear of, oh no, I'm not gonna do as well as them because they're already ahead of me in training. Um, and then like, especially if it's a recurring injury like your back, it's just like, oh, here we go again. Is it ever gonna get better? So
Yeah.
yeah, you do question that the life of, is this, do I really want to do this? Like keep breaking my back or whatever injury every time. Like, is it worth it? Um, and yeah, just kind of that constant comparison to other people in the sport. Um,
Yeah.
Not like in a negative to them way, like great for them, they can do that. Like sometimes it is inspiring. It's like, oh, if they can do that, I can do that. And then sometimes it's like the complete opposite, and I really like envy that that person can do it. And I'm like, why can you do that and I can't?
Yeah, yeah. I totally agree. I think it's hard, isn't it? That comparison thing for me is like it's the biggest thing, and I've had to like I mean I've been so guilty of it in the past. I've had to mute people on Instagram when I was competing and like
Same,
not look at their
yeah,
shit because I was getting so obsessed with people and being like, why the fuck are you doing this? Like it's just making me angry.
yeah,
And like now I've done that and I've sort of stepped back away from like comparing myself to other people. I feel like so much better about it. Like it's really hard to do though, because it just doesn't come easy. I think when you're in a competitive sport as well, and the whole goal of competition is to win,
exactly.
it's
It's a
like too easy to
competition.
stalk people. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you
because
want to know what their weaknesses are, even if you can't do anything about it, just so that you know.
yeah, because everyone's like, oh, stay in your road lane. Look how far you've come. Which is, yeah, I do that, but then I'm also looking at the actual competition of the competition, like who I'm up against. They're like, it's not a competition. Well, it is. We're all fighting for that qualifying spot, the podium, whatever. And like, although yes, it's a competition with yourself, you literally are like head to head in the lane next to someone else, like fighting
Yeah.
for those spots. So it is hard to not compare. But it's just human nature, isn't it? Like, you know,
Yeah. a
it
hundred
does,
percent.
although it's negative, at the same time, it does strive you to do better and, like, push yourself.
Yeah, 100%. I totally agree, and I think as well you can like I still do a bit of comparing myself to other people, but then I try and compare myself to like myself a couple of years ago as well, and sort of be like, yeah, but you didn't think you'd get to this point now, and like we're here now, so like for another couple of years, imagine where we could be. We could be at where that person is now, and it's like it's trying to compare yourself in like a healthier way, if that's possible.
Yeah, because I actually did that, like, reflection myself a few weeks ago. So I was doing deadlifts, but then it's obviously made my back go a bit spicy again. I remember my first powerlifting comp, probably about 3, 4 years ago. My 3rd attempt, which I failed, I tried to get 102 kilos, and I obviously didn't get it. But I was repping like 5 sets of 5 at 110, and I was just like, "Huh." Like, beginner Emily couldn't pull 102 at her first powerlifting comp, but now Emily is, even with a half dodgy back, is repping 110 for 5 sets of 5. You know, when you look at it that
Yeah.
way, it's like, okay, I have come a long way. But, like, you know, little Emily of 102 kilos is like, yeah, but it's not like 200 kilos, is it? It's not like 200 kilos like everyone else. There's still a long way to go.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's really hard, isn't it? And I think as well, like the constant changing standards in this sport makes it really, really difficult to keep up to. Like, it's like we've spoke about this a few times on the podcast, saying like 6, 7 years ago, 200 kilo deadlift was like, fuck, amazing. That's like insane. And now it's in every comp. Every
It's,
comp is a
yeah.
200 kilo for reps. Like, it's not even a big deal anymore, is it? So
Yeah,
it's just,
it's that feeling of feeling like you won't be able to catch up.
yeah,
Like, you feel like, you know, this is the standard for your weight class or whatever. You're like, oh yeah, I'm getting there. Then like the following year, you just feel like you're never gonna catch up and like have your moment. Um, yeah. So then you're like, why am I
yeah.
doing this?
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? And I think that's when, like, you have to take a step back and sort of go, why am I doing this? Like, what is the reasoning for this? So, like, for me now, I know that, like, in a lot of competitions, I'm not going to be, like, chasing podiums. There's certain comps that I can think, yep, I'll aim for podium on that one, like, and I can really push myself to go for that. But there's other stuff that I do now that I think I'm going to have to be more realistic with my goals. And why am I doing that comp? Is it because I think I deserve to be at the top of it, or is it because I actually know I'm going to enjoy that competition and like actually have a bit of a laugh with my mates and enjoy the events and stuff like that? So I think for me, like taking a step back and going, right, why are you actually doing that comp? What's the reasoning behind it? Has made a massive difference in that. Where because like I'm not being funny, but in the next fucking 5 years, I won't be hitting any podiums anymore with the growth of this sport and the amount of depth of athletes that are coming in now. Like, in the next 5 or 6 years, it'll be untouchable. Like,
Yeah.
there'll be freaks,
It it'll
absolute
be like
freaks,
under
like, at the top.
57s. It'll be like under 57s repping fucking 300 kilogram deadlifts, won't it? It'd be like, fucking hell, all right.
Yeah, exactly, that's it. With how fast it's trajectorying up, like, it's gonna be, like, where I will be small fry, we'll be fucking small fry
Small
soon,
fry.
and that's fine,
Feel like I
like
already am.
Nah, you're heading up, You got a few more years, yeah, get it now.
I'm
But
stretching out the spaghetti.
hell yeah, the thing is though, you're really young, aren't you? You're a babby.
I'm 28.
20 what?
28.
28. Oh my god, you need to tell me what your skincare routine is, because I'm 29 and I look about 10 years older than you.
Oh, piss off. No, you don't. It's the fringe. The secret's the fringe.
Is that it? It's the secret fringe that makes you look young. I literally thought you were like 23.
No, the 28. I'll be 29 in February.
Ah, well, actually, then we don't really have any excuses because we are still babbies in this sport. I mean, I've set myself
Yeah.
at least another 10 years. I've got till I'm 40 at least, haven't I? Well,
Yeah, I
older,
keep
then
saying,
I can go to masters.
I'll be a pro by the time I'm a master's.
By the time we're in masters, we'll be fucking mint, you know.
Fucking
We'll be pulling
minted.
300 kilo deadlifts in
Do
fucking
you know what?
masters.
Right, let's set our diaries now. Set a reminder. Right, am I a masters yet? What are me and Becca deadlifting?
Yeah, 100%. So we've got, how many years will we need? We'll need 12. Let's go 13 because it's my favourite number. 13 years from now, which would be, I don't know how to do maths. What's 2025 add 13? I'll do it on my
35.
calculator.
38.
38. So
2038.
2038.
That sounds scary, doesn't it?
I mean, we'll probably all be dead because AI will have taken over by then, but we can dream.
Fucking hell. Yeah. And I'll be deadlifting for me. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, no, we won't be dead. I never thought I'd get to fucking 30, to be honest, and I'm closing in on it now, so yeah. But yeah, 2038 then, when we go into Masters, we'll make sure that we're pulling at least 300 kilos by then, yeah?
Is this OSG Worlds Masters?
Is it the what Masters?
Is this going to be as a OSG World Masters?
Yeah, Natty World
Yeah.
Masters, yeah.
Yeah. I'll see you there then. Yeah, Natty's, yeah.
See you there. 23rd, yeah, we have to stay Natty. Well, I've decided
Of
I'm staying Natty.
course.
I'm pretty sure you're the same, so we'll still
Natty
be
through and
Natty.
through.
We'll still be Natty. We'll still be complaining about how shit our recovery is.
Yeah.
You never know.
Oh,
We might have
dear.
magic peptides by then that are actually safe for human consumption. And I mean, I might be swayed that way. Never
Mate,
know.
I'm even there like, is this creatine safe? Has it got the little informed choice logo on it and checking if the creatine is safe?
Oh, mate, I absolutely hammer creatine like nothing else now. I never used to be a big believer in it, but now I've done a bit of research on it and all the studies about how like it improves your brain power and stuff. I genuinely believe it as well. If I want to really focus, I just take like 30 grams of creatine and I'm like, okay, now boys, works great.
Are you there like snorting it or like dry scooping it?
Yeah, I dry scoop creatine now. Still a natty though, still a natty.
Oh dear.
Ridiculous. Right. Well, we're going off piste. We're going really off piste, but let's get back to the podcast. So what would you say to yourself then when you first started the sport?
What, like with what I know now?
Just a piece of advice for your
Piece
past
of
self.
advice. I mean, I'd probably say it's for my past self, but also my current self. Is just keep going. Like, keep trying. Don't give up. Like, you have your good days and your bad days, but you have more good days than you do bad days. And the days where it is bad and you feel like you're not getting anything from it, like you will be. Like, just showing up and trying is better than doing nothing.
Hell yeah. I love that. Solid advice there. To just keep going. I think it's the whole point of it as well, isn't it? Like, just fucking keep cracking on with it. If you enjoy it and you're enjoying competing, you're enjoying training, and you're having a bit of a laugh, and you've got a good group of mates, like, just keep cracking on with it. You'll get to the places you want to be eventually. Just takes a bit of time, doesn't it?
Yeah, and they always say consistency is key. So it'll work for you
Exactly.
eventually. Just keep looking at the clock and waiting for when it'll work.
Exactly. See, I do believe this though. Like a couple of when did I pull that? When I was my deadlift's always been shit, hasn't it? Like always been garbage. I've struggled at 160 for years, and before that it was 140, and I couldn't pull anything over 140 for a couple of years. And then I got stuck at 160 and I couldn't pull anything over 160. And then just one day randomly in the gym, right? I hadn't pulled anything over 160 and I did 160 for 5 and I thought I'm probably PB this today. And I pulled 170 and then just pulled 180 randomly out my ass and was like,
Nice.
oh my God, I've done that. And then about 2 months later, I pulled my bicep off. Another story. But like still at that point there, I was like, oh my God, this does actually fucking work. I've put loads of work in, loads of effort, and I've actually reaped a bit of a reward here. I haven't gone near that again since then. But like I know if I follow the same type of program and follow the same type of thing again, I'll be able to get like back to that point and then pull that 200 raw. But it just takes fucking years, doesn't it? You've just got to like stick with it. If someone told me
Yeah.
fucking 5 years ago that like you just got to stick with it and you'll be able to pull like 200 in a few years, I'd be like, all right then, I'll stick with it. And now I'm here.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll come eventually.
Just exactly. We'll be deadlift ons by the time we're 40.
That's the aim.
That's the aim. We'll win every deadlift event in the Masters.
What are we split jerking then? If we're deadlifting, 300 kilos. What are we split jerking?
Oh, I reckon it like at some point in my life I can probably split jerk about 150 kilo.
Woo, dang girl. Nice.
That's sort of like end goals I'm reckoning. What do you reckon? 150? 160?
Well, I mean, yeah, if we're deadlifting 300, let's not half it and have 150 for the split jerk. So
Okay.
we've got 13 years. Chloe, you've got your work cut out.
I think this is doable.
So in 2038, we're going to have 150 kg split jerks and 300 kilo raw deadlifts as matters.
To be honest, I think we'll probably need that to be able to keep up with the level of Masters by that point. That's going to be the standard.
Just feel like, for fuck's sake, when's it going to end?
Some girl will have pulled 400 kilo deadlift and we'll all be like, fucking hell, again. Why can people not stop being strong?
Let his little lumps catch up, please.
Just wait for us for a couple of years.
It's like the fucking tortoise on the air, innit? You just like, you feel like the tortoise in this situation. Slow and steady wins the race.
I know, but that tortoise got there. It got there, so that's all that matters. We'll get there
It
eventually. Just gotta hang on.
I mean,
Lovely.
as long as
Right,
we don't die before then.
Oh yeah, we'll have to try not to die before then. To be fair, we'll probably be all right. Like I feel like if I've made it to 30, I can make it to 40. I mean, I'm still a couple of weeks off 30, but I'm hopeful. Hope I'm not going to die in the next couple of weeks. To be honest, you never know with me. Could be. Oh well, we'll get away from that morbid chat about death.
Yeah,
then,
that was a bit deep there, wasn't
it? Got a bit deep there. Yeah, you can tell I'm having an existential crisis. This is what 30 brings, mate. Good
You're
luck.
not alone.
It gets so much worse.
Oh, I'm on a 23. I've got most of my 20s yet.
Oh yeah, you've got ages. What am I talking about?
I'm nearly
Just
29.
rebrand yourself as 23.
Yeah.
No one would know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No one would know.
See, if I tried that, everyone would be like, "Fuck off, aren't you 40?"
Does that mean I can be a junior? What is juniors? Is that 23? So is that 22 and under?
I'd feel like I'm 23, but then isn't it under 23s for juniors?
Oh,
So yeah, it would
maybe.
be
I
22.
don't know. Yeah.
I mean, you could pass for 22, mate. 23, 22, the same thing, isn't it?
Fucking hell.
You'd be sound. It's that youthful complexion that you've got and fringe. Maybe that's what when I grow my hair out, I'll grow a fringe, just a fringe, nothing else.
Just different. Do you know what? Like, I used to have like people come up to me and say, "Is that a clip-on fringe?" I'm like, no, it's fucking coming out my head. Look, it's my actual hair.
It's just such a good fringe, though, isn't it? Like I've had fringes in the past, and they never look like that. That's a solid fringe.
I mean, I was at the gym this morning, so it did get a bit wavy. But I think it was when I was like 12 or 13 when like the big swoopy side fringes were in fashion. Do you remember them?
Yeah.
And I'd gone to the hairdressers asking for that. And she must have been like an apprentice hairdresser because literally all she did was like pull the hair down and just cut like that. So it's just like, what the fuck is that? So like, it wasn't a swoopy side fringe. You just imagine like this, like getting longer and longer, so kind of like that. I was like, so I had to cut it into a full fringe, and then it's just been a full fringe since then, just to cover my massive forehead, basically.
That's quality. What an origin story for that fringe, though. It wanted to be an emo side sweeping fringe, and it was like, nah, mate, nah, not today. You're having a box fringe, whether you like it or not.
Pretty much. And yeah,
I like
I'm just known as the girl with the fringe. It's like,
yeah.
say Emily. Who's Emily? One with fringe. Oh yeah.
Yeah, commitment to the fringe. I like it.
So I feel like I can't get rid of it now.
Nah, I feel like no one would recognise you if you got rid of that fringe now. Everyone would be like, who's she?
Just like slick it back. See, I look really weird, like a proper like egghead.
Unless you ever want to do a complete rebrand of yourself, you have a way to do that now, because you can literally just shave your hair off or like grow your fringe out, and everyone will be like, who's she? And you could be like, I'm somebody else.
Shall I shave it all but just leave the fringe?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm thinking of doing. And maybe I'll just grow the fringe. Yeah. Yeah, I might just grow the fringe out. That can be my next hairstyle.
We've got 13 years. That can be our master's look of just the fringe.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll do it as a bit of a challenge then. So by the time that we're both 40, we need to do a master's competition that allows us to do a 300 kilo deadlift and 150 kilo split jerk. And then if we do that, we're both shaving our heads, but just leaving a fringe.
Midlife crisis at its finest.
I like this midlife crisis. Sounds like a great one, Sam.
Oh dear, we've gone on a right tangent here, haven't we?
Yeah, this went really off piece, but
But,
it works perfectly now, though. Because
these podcasts do. It's better than bloody film reviews, like on KLC Strongcast, innit? They just chat Star Wars and shit.
Oh yeah. To be fair, they can't. They have a literal schedule as well that they're meant to stick to, and they still don't manage that. So like, and mine's a very brief schedule, isn't it? I've got like 3 questions in my podcast. Like, it's not like there's anything serious. But
Always
yeah,
room for tangents, isn't there?
always the tangents are the best parts. Tangents are the best parts. Well, we'll move on then, and we'll go on to the tangentest of them all, which is the silly goose section, and everybody's favorite section.
Silly goose. It's silly goose time, where our lips get loose and our minds run free. Silly goose. It's silly goose time, where we chat a load of shit that's of absolutely no use. It's silly goose time.
So, do you have at first a silly goose you would like to bring to the table?
I have 2. They were both quite short.
Amazing.
So, the first one. What is the correct way to eat a chocolate digestive?
The correct way to eat a chocolate digestive,
Yeah.
I would literally just put the whole thing in my mouth.
Yeah, but like there's the biscuit side and the chocolate side. Which way round is it going in your mouth?
I would go chocolate side up because I can't have the biscuit sticking to the roof of my mouth.
No,
Nah, you can't have the biscuit sticking to the roof of your mouth. You'll never get it off. It's like cement.
You got to have the chocolate on the bottom so you taste the chocolate on your tongue.
Yeah, but you're
Taste
going to
the
get to the
chocolate
chocolate
goodness.
eventually.
No, this is like a big debate I have with like everybody. Like if anyone listening to this is in the HSC group, they'll know that I have a very strong passion for this question. Literally, and whenever there's anybody new in the group, it's like a little initiation question. I'm like, where do you eat a chocolate digestive?
How would
Chocolate to
you
the
eat it
bottom.
then?
Chocolate to the
But
bottom.
put the whole thing in your mouth?
Well, no, you bite it. If I really want to put the whole thing in my mouth, then yeah, I would. It would fit. But like, in terms of like which way round, chocolate to the bottom, so you taste that chocolatey goodness.
Nah, I would always eat them chocolate up. Always.
Oh, you're one of them.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Damn it. I feel like this is an opportunity for a poll when you snippet this on Instagram. What's the correct way to eat a chocolate digestive? Chocolate up or chocolate down?
I'll do that because we do love a poll on here. I like finding out what the people think. But yeah, I would always go chocolate upwards.
The voice
Not
of the
having that
people.
biscuit touch the top of my mouth. Ugh.
Do you know?
Gross.
Do it. I dare you. Just one biscuit. Just try it. Chocolate to the bottom, and you'll be amazed with the chocolatey goodness on your taste on the tongue.
I feel like I just know that it was wrong. The only other way that, to be fair, I don't really eat chocolate digestives unless I'm having s'mores, and then game changer.
Yeah.
The only correct biscuits to have s'mores on, I think, is chocolate digestives.
That's your homework.
Right, okay. Eat a chocolate digestive the wrong way around. And the problem is, though, that's going to require me to buy a pack of chocolate digestives, to which I will then just eat the whole thing in one sitting because I have absolutely no self-control.
Well, yeah. Or just get someone else to buy them and just ask for one out of the packet.
Yeah, but the problem then with that would be...
Get everyone to try it the chocolate way down. Make it a family affair. Get a little family meeting. And you've all got to have chocolate digestive chocolate down.
See, again, the problem being with this, though, and this is just talking about how terrible my relationship is with food, is if I got someone else to buy them or I shared them out, I would then be annoyed at the fact I only had one, so would probably then buy another packet on the way home to then eat the whole thing myself anyway.
I'm the same though. Like I can't just have one. It's all or nothing with me. Like if you don't taste it, you don't taste how good it is. But if you've had one, like, I'll just go back for one more. And next minute you've had the old bloody packet. I did that last night with some cream eggs. I had some cream eggs in the cupboard. You can
slam cream eggs as well, can't you?
I had one. I was like, go on, I'll just have another. I was like, now I've had 2 cream eggs. Off season's going well.
this is so bad on my part, but a couple of years ago, I bought 90 cream eggs off of Amazon on the
90.
premise. Yeah,
Nice.
that I was using them at uni to get people to answer questions because our cohort was a fucking nightmare. No one ever answered questions. So I started the Cream Egg Olympics, which was if you answered a question, whether it was right or wrong, it didn't matter. But if you answered a question or you volunteered as a demonstration, you could have a cream egg. And I just totted up cream eggs. So I had loads of them. I was giving them out all the time. It was great. But I wanted to see how many I could eat in one sitting. And I'm pretty sure I did 12 in one go, and it was
Had you eaten
fucking
anything
great.
prior to that?
I'm not even going to say it was bad. It was unbelievable. It was the best experience of my life. I felt terrible afterwards, but like it
Yeah.
was worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. They are the best chocolate out there. It's a shame they don't do them all year.
I know. I feel like if that's one thing where you like need a little pick-me-up treat, go and buy yourself like fucking 12 cream eggs and eat them all in one go. Honestly, you'll feel mint. Well, you won't. Your tummy will feel horrible, but you'll feel content inside.
And then feel real guilty the next day of how many calories you consumed in a 5-minute sitting.
Yeah, don't worry about that though. That can be a tomorrow problem. This has just been a good podcast of you giving really good advice and then me giving really terrible advice.
Balance. It's all about balance, isn't it?
It's all about balance. What was your other silly goose?
Well, I don't really know if it's a silly goose, but when you're like reading a book or like talking to yourself or whatever, can you hear yourself in your head?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's called an internal monologue. There's people out there that don't have an internal monologue, and it really baffles me. Like when they're
Yeah,
reading,
I've had this.
they just look at the words and they don't hear a little voice in their head reading it to them in their head. I'm like, well, how do you read then? Well, I just look at the words. I can see what it is. It just really throws me off. I'm like, how can people go about the day without a little voice in their head?
Yeah. So I think I was literally talking about this with my mates the other day about people who don't have an internal monologue. And I was like, how the fuck do they make decisions? Do they just know what they want? Like, or do they like, because I find myself a lot of the time just thinking through things and I can hear myself like talking to myself. And usually there's a few of us in there all talking together. But like, we're all just discussing like the options or the things that we could do or the possibilities. And I think to people who don't have an internal monologue, not have that, I feel like I'm admitting that I've got schizophrenia, which I haven't. I promise.
Yeah. It's like, what peace and quiet it must be to not have a voice in your head. Because like, if you're having like a shit day and you're in your head telling yourself, oh, I'm shit, I'm rubbish, I can't do this, can't do that. Like I'm not saying people that don't have an internal monologue don't have feelings, but if they don't have the voice in their head telling them that, how can they feel like that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel like the feelings must surely be more fleeting instead of like hanging around for a while, because like you truly just have that feeling, but then there's nothing to like, there's no internal monologue telling you about that feeling, is there? So like,
Yeah.
surely it's just, yeah, it must be lovely and quiet. If
very
anyone
bizarre,
doesn't have an
isn't it?
internal monologue, yeah, if someone doesn't have an internal monologue who's listening to this podcast, send me a message because I'd love to have you on and ask you a lot of questions about it.
Yeah. Like just reading a book, like what are they processing? Because you're there reading it in your head, and then sometimes I'm probably dyslexic because sometimes I'll end up reading the line above or below, or be like reading it. I'm like, what's for tea? Like having a conversation in my head.
Oh
But
yeah, I
this
usually
just
have
came up.
conversations about what I'm reading in my head. I'm thinking, well, this is really interesting, isn't it? Oh, imagine if this, or imagine if that, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not even reading the book anymore. I'm thinking another thoughts about this book anyway.
Yeah. But yeah.
And maybe we've just admitted to being a little bit mentally ill there.
Aren't we all these days?
Are we all? Join the club.
Oh,
No,
dear.
well, that's been lovely. I won't keep you any longer because I've kept you for ages there. I do apologise.
That's fine. I do have to ask though. I do have to ask. Did you ever get the answer to Jess Tate's riddle?
What is the answer to Jess Tate's riddle?
Yeah, because it's been driving me up the wall. I don't know what it is.
Well, I don't know if I should say it on the podcast. Shall I let the people know?
Let us know, because we've all got the voices in our heads wanting to know what it is.
Do you know what? It's really disappointing as well. The answer is Anne.
Anne.
Anne. Yeah. So it isn't what made it worse. She said to me that when I put the captions onto the Instagram reel, I'd get it straight away, but I didn't, and the captions actually made it harder to understand. So the riddle actually was, oh God, what was the word?
So yeah, where's Anne in it? Because it's like in the garden there's a boat.
In the river there's in the boat there's a lady in a red petticoat. And if you want to know her name, you've only yourself to blame. It's not and if, it's an if.
And if.
Yeah.
There you go. We should have got that, being Northerners, really, shouldn't we? Not saying
yeah,
all that is right.
Well, that's someone said to me, they were like, it was Jess's monotone voice that caught us all out there. She said it so smooth. Never guessed it. But I mean, if I say Anif, I would say Anif.
Yeah.
Anif. But then I would instantly just think that was and. But that's because we shorten all our words, innit?
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope that was as disappointing for you as it was for me when I found out.
Well, I'm clearly thrilled. So
it's made me hate them, to be honest. I went on a bit of a riddle thing after that, and then I found out the answer, and I went, nah, fucking hate riddles now. I'm not doing riddles anymore, so I've stopped it.
Well, I did debate thinking of a riddle, but that was too much effort, and I thought, nah, it's bring the digestive debate up.
Yeah, I had a look on. I was looking at riddles to ask people as silly goose questions, and I just thought the more I read them, the more annoyed I was getting, and I thought this isn't good for me. I'm not a riddle person, not for me. These riddle things, yeah, fucked them off. But right, well, everybody knows now, so you can all be sad and disappointed as I am about it. But anyway, is there anything you would like to plug, or where can people find you? All that type of jazz.
I'm on Instagram as at lesbian_lifts. I don't really post on there regularly. I'm in rehab at the moment, but I do plan on posting more once I'm back lifting strongman stuff again. And they can find us in 2038 when we're masters with our clip-on fringes, deadlifting 300 and split jerking 150.
Hell yeah. I bet you're all already excited for that.
I know I am. I feel like I have purpose in my life now. Something to work towards.
Exactly. See, back rehab can't last forever, because 12 years from now we'll be in a very different place. It'll be sound. 13 years from now. But
13,
we'll be sound. Be all right. Be all right. Right. Well, thank you so much for being on the podcast, Emily. It has been a pleasure.
No, thank you.
And we will see you all on the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Strongwoman Highs, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to support the podcast, then please give us a follow on Instagram. Or if you would like, we're also on buymeacoffee.com/strongwomanhighs. This is where you can send us tips, or you can also join our membership area, which is $5 a month or £4 a month. It's the silly gosling level. We'll post out any extra content that we get on there, and hopefully a few little free giveaways of things as well. The podcast currently doesn't cost a lot to run, which is what we're trying to keep it as, but we would like to be able to cover our costs, and also once those costs are covered, any profit that is made on Strongwoman Highs will be getting saved up and put into a pot for future Strongwoman competitions that we can sponsor. So if you have a Strongwoman competition that you'd like to be sponsored, or if you want to be on the podcast, then give us a shout, send me a message on Instagram or on YouTube, anywhere else you can get us, and we'll get it sorted, because the more women that we can get on, the better. Thanks for listening and watching. Bye!